Please be seated. You see that? They sit on command. We got them perfectly trained. We're very proud. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Schuh, and I'm the Dean of the McCormick School of Engineering and Applied Science. It's my pleasure to welcome the graduates of the class of 2024 and their families and friends to our graduation convocation ceremony. A special welcome to those joining us from locations around the world through our webcast. I think I speak for everyone here when I say how wonderful it is to be able to celebrate your accomplishments today. After starting out your time at Northwestern in isolation from each other during the pandemic, the fact that we can be together in this room together to recognize your perseverance and resilience feels truly special. This moment is, all right, why not? Thank you. This moment is special to me personally as well. As many of you might know, I officially started as Dean of Northwestern Engineering last August, making this my first ever commencement weekend at Northwestern and my first undergraduate convocation ceremony in McCormick. For these reasons, I'm always going to remember today and this ceremony and your graduating class in particular. Convocation is about the future. It's about moving on to the next step and creating impact wherever you will go. I look out at this elite group, a collection of the best minds of your generation, and I know that you are poised to make an impact throughout the world. Take a moment and appreciate how far you've made it. Despite all the challenges thrown at you, you've achieved something great. You're emerging with a degree from Northwestern. You are all Northwestern engineers. The members of our McCormick community have worked hard to provide you with the best possible educational foundation for lifelong learning. However, without other key supporters, you would not be here today. Let's please give a huge round of applause for your families and friends who have supported you along the way. Graduates, when you began your journey in McCormick, you were presented with a design problem. How would you design your time here? Your college experience, after all, is a finite period in your life. What would you do with this limited time? I'm not only referring to deciding what classes to take or what major to pick, but rather learning how to build the skills and relationships that will lead to a fulfilling life. To accomplish that, you worked harder than likely you ever had to before. You demonstrated curiosity, taking advantage of all the remarkable resources and opportunities at Northwestern, from student groups to research to co-ops and internships. You embraced teamwork. You embraced collaboration, leveraging the different dimensions of excellence found in your peers in a way that was complementary to your own, allowing you to grow and innovate inside and outside the classroom. You also learned strategic thinking. In choosing what to put on your plate, you thought about what would enable you to really have impact on the world. In the end, maybe you decided to be a builder, someone who loves to identify technologies that you can create and make better. Maybe you fell in love with discovery, finding the cutting edge of knowledge through research and studying things that no one has looked at before in the same way. Or maybe you developed your skills interacting with people, assembling teams to solve problems. My point is that there are a million paths to success, and you have each found yours, and we celebrate them all. Now, that is not to say that your path won't change or take unexpected turns from here. Engineering is hard. Sometimes you're going to get it wrong, but you've showed us that you are resilient and you can learn from failures, because it's only a failure if you don't learn from it, right? Continue to play to your strengths, but also take risks. Be both creative and curious. You will build a rewarding and fulfilling life for yourself. There really is no limit to what you can do. Graduates, the challenges facing humanity are significant, and they are only becoming more complicated and interconnected. The solutions to these challenges we face are rooted in scientific research and require, wait for it, whole brain engineering. Whole brain thinking, it pairs logic, analysis, and scientific excellence with creativity and an understanding of markets and psychology, and most importantly, people. As engineers, you represent the fulcrum. You're the fulcrum between what is envisioned in the lab or in the conference room and what is adopted in the marketplace and society. As you embark on the next steps of your plan, whether that's in academia, in industry, embrace your role as the bridge between those two worlds. And now comes the exciting part. We get to watch you go out and shine, using your talents to impact research, business, organizations, communities, ecosystems, the world, maybe even beyond. We can't wait to see what you will do next. We know that you will make us proud, and we can't wait to connect with you again. Remember, you are forevermore part of this McCormick family. We are looking forward to connecting with you not as students, but as colleagues and collaborators. Please keep in touch, come back often, and help us mold the next generation of engineers that will follow in your footsteps. I want to thank you for choosing Northwestern Engineering for your studies and for sharing your talents with us. I hope you had fun. We certainly did. We are so proud of your accomplishments, and we wish you the greatest of success. Congratulations to you all. And now I have the privilege and the honor to introduce today's speaker. Sheila Gujrathi is a biotechnology entrepreneur and executive, a healthcare investor, and a drug developer with more than 25 years of experience in the biotech and pharmaceutical industries. She has founded, built, and run numerous biotech companies and led the development and approval of multiple life-changing pharmaceutical drugs for patients with immunology and oncology diseases. Sheila is the co-founder and former CEO of Gossamer Bio. Prior to Gossamer, she served as the chief medical officer at Receptos, which was acquired by Celgene. Before that, she was vice president of the Global Clinical Development Group in Immunology at Bristol Myers Squibb and held multiple roles in immunology and oncology at Genentech. In addition to founding and investing in her own companies in the biotech industry, Sheila currently serves as a chairwoman, a board director, strategic advisor, and consultant to multiple startup companies and investment healthcare funds, including Ventyx Biosciences, Adarex Pharmaceuticals, Impact Bio, and Janux Therapeutics. Sheila is also one of our own, having completed the Accelerated Honors Program in Medical Education at Northwestern, graduating with her MD and her Bachelor's of Science in Biomedical Engineering with the highest distinction. She completed her internal medicine internship and residency at Brigham and Women's Hospital and Harvard Medical School, and additional fellowship training in allergy and immunology at the University of California, San Francisco, and Stanford University. Please join me in welcoming Sheila Gujrathi.
Congratulations, McCormick class of 2024. Woohoo! What a remarkable class you are. You've overcome so much to make it to this moment, and I am absolutely thrilled to celebrate with you, your loving family and friends, and your distinguished faculty. Thank you, Dean Schuh, for this wonderful honor and the opportunity to participate in such a memorable milestone for your graduates today. The future of Northwestern engineering is indeed bright under your brilliant leadership. Graduates. Graduates, over 30 years ago, I was sitting in your seat waiting for my diploma. Granted, so much has changed since then. I'm amazed by your shiny new buildings and your cutting-edge curriculum. But we had a bar at Norris. Not to mention a football stadium. When I was a sophomore, and I'm not kidding, the team lost every single game. Not that I would know. I basically lived in tech. In fact, my car got towed during finals week because I wouldn't leave my books long enough to move it. As engineers, I suspect some of you can relate. But I want you to know this: all that studying is about to pay off. Because in a few short moments, you'll go from writing codes for class to writing the codes for your life, with a world-class education to help you along the way. It will be a different journey than the one you've been on so far. The world is more volatile, uncertain, and complex than ever. With the acceleration of disruptive technology, innovation, and geopolitical pressures, it's challenging for any of us to imagine what the future might look like, let alone predict our personal and professional trajectories. But if the past 4 years taught you one thing, it's that you can probably overcome almost anything. And you are incredibly poised for success as Northwestern engineers, armed with understanding the latest technology, honed analytical problem-solving skills, and the penchant for applying your knowledge and skills to make a significant impact in the real world. I am very excited about what comes next for you. And no matter what that is, I want to offer a few words of advice I hope will help along the way. First, take the time to get to know yourself and be honest about what you really want out of life. This might be the last thing you want to hear when you've just spent 12 quarters working toward this very day. You may even think that you have your career all figured out, which is terrific. But life has its twists and turns, especially in today's rapidly evolving world. Honing your inner voice will best serve you in navigating your important decisions. My career path has not been linear. Rather, it has been surprising and invigorating every step of the way. I've been a physician, worked as a management consultant, rose up the pharmaceutical corporate ladder, built and taken biotech startups public, sat on company boards. Today, I am a biopharma CEO and chairwoman, founding my own companies and working on some of the most novel technology in my industry. But back when I was sitting in that sea of purple regalia, I never dreamed I'd be where I am now. Not just up here giving this speech, but any of my career. Growing up in a traditional Indian household, I was told I was going to be a doctor before I started kindergarten. I never questioned that notion, not as a little kid, not as a teenager. not even when I arrived at Northwestern as part of the 7-year medical program. Most of you in the class of 24 started college during the COVID pandemic. Not ideal, I know. I too had a suboptimal start. My father had passed away just before my freshman year. While I was savoring my newfound independence and the biomedical engineering curriculum on this beautiful campus, I was also struggling with my new reality and how to face my future. By the time I was in my first year of medical school, everything came crashing down on me like an avalanche. The unprocessed grief, the expectations, the pressure. I couldn't figure out how I'd gotten here or why I was doing any of it at all. So I did something that shocked everyone, most of all myself. I left. I sublet my apartment and I moved to an ashram in India. While my classmates were in their clinical rotations, I was meditating in a jungle. To say my mom was concerned was an understatement. She eventually came around a few decades later. She's here in the audience. Yeah, give it to my mom. But at the time, she was calling the ashram every day, demanding they send me home. She had a point. This was a risky, you might even say reckless, detour from my path. However, it turned out to be one of the greatest blessings of my life. I became clear about my purpose and my values, which formed the foundation upon which I would lead the rest of my life. In all my exploration and contemplation, I heard my inner voice for the first time. Eventually, I did come back and finish my medical school, residency, and fellowship. And after all that training, I summoned up the courage to make another difficult and terrifying decision, to leave my safe comfort zone of medicine and embark upon a completely new career, not knowing what that looked like or whether I would be successful. I couldn't have made that decision without the one before it. And this time, I knew that the most important voice for me to listen to was my own. If you haven't yet, start paying close attention to your instincts and energy levels, to what you feel in your core when you first wake up in the morning. Is it excitement? Is it dread? Something in between? Don't ignore the answers. They're pointing you to your purpose and passion, what you were put on this earth to do. You can't become a master and excel in your career, go the extra mile, and overcome the countless professional challenges that will inevitably come your way until you figure that out and simply love what you do. You can't stop at what you want to do, though. You also have to figure out who you want to be. Which leads me to my second piece of advice. Live a life congruent with your values. It can be easier than you think to lose your way. When I was starting out in the business world, people kept telling me that to make it, I had to perfect my poker face, to hide my emotions, share information on a need-to-know basis, and keep my guard up. I am not a very good poker player, and I never wanted to be. I yearned to be honest and compassionate, without worrying that I'd be manipulated for being true to my values. But here's the thing, if poker doesn't suit you, you don't have to play. I eventually made a pact with myself that no matter what, I would stay authentic to who I was. I wanted to wear my heart on my sleeve, to be transparent with people, to treat them with dignity and respect, regardless of their title or position. Those were the values I embraced in the ashram, the same ones that helped me find my North Star and my compass. And if that made me less successful, so be it. Turns out, it didn't hamper my success at all. It propelled it. Because I feel confident in myself, the choices I make, and the people I choose to work with. You should be able to live an integrated life, where you are the same person professionally and personally. The fact is, the wider the gap between the work you and the real you, the harder it is to feel safe and secure. It's exhausting to maintain a facade that is not your truth. Don't compromise yourself and settle for less. When you eliminate that gap, you will not only find it easier to live with yourself, but to achieve so many of your aspirations. Your power and courage come from your authenticity, and that is when you thrive. Which brings me to my final piece of advice. Surround yourself with people who have your back and truly want you to be successful. In other words, build a personal board of directors. That's a very corporate way to put it, but hear me out. Throughout my career, I've been in countless rooms where I was the only woman, let alone person of color. Anyone who's experienced this knows that it can be very lonely. Add to that all the times I was told I would never get the job I wanted, that I was too ambitious, and it was doubtful that I would be successful. Thankfully, I believed in myself and persevered to achieve my dreams. They're just words, but it's hard not to internalize them when you don't have someone in your corner telling you otherwise. And it's hard to maintain your values if you don't surround yourself with people who share them. I will never forget the day when a mentor asked me why I wasn't looking for CEO roles, which I never considered for myself. He had confidence in me, and it made all the difference. Here at Northwestern, you've been surrounded by a built-in community of like-minded classmates and encouraging professors. But when you leave campus, that kind of support system is more elusive. It's going to be critical to seek out mentors who give you great advice at the right time, sponsors who open closed doors and bring you opportunities, and role models who inspire and motivate you. These trusted advisors, your personal board of directors, are vital to your success. I know this can be daunting. While we engineers aren't exactly known for our extroversion, it's so worth it to put yourself out there and find your people. I did this a few years ago, and it honestly changed my life. We created a group for women biotech CEOs, and it's quickly gone from a Slack and WhatsApp group to a true sisterhood. We are there to offer advice and lift each other up in times of success and failure. And it's not only helped each of us individually, it's helped us grow the cohort of women in our industry. And I can't tell you what that has meant to me. It doesn't matter whether you're entry level or in the C-suite, building a company from scratch, or picking yourself up from the failures that you will undoubtedly experience along the way. None of us can navigate the world alone. So don't try. Build a brain and heart trust you can turn to guide you along your journey. Graduates, I know you have a lot of celebrating to get to, so I'll just leave you with this. Life is not a code we build once and run on autopilot, as much as we might wish it were. And it's absolutely okay if you don't end up where you thought you would. If you know who you are and what you want, believe in yourself, and surround yourself with people who will set you up for success, I have no doubt you will find your way and live the life of your dreams. Regardless of what you decide to do, as Northwestern engineering graduates, you've already proven that you're ready for your future full of endless possibilities. And remember, how you choose to make your mark is entirely up to you. The whole world is open in front of you. Whichever way you go, I'll be rooting for you. Congratulations again, graduates. Have an amazing day, and best of luck in your next chapter. Thank you.
Sheila, thank you so much. That was wonderful. I do apologize for the parking ticket. Maybe I can pull some strings for you. I don't know. We'll talk. All right. The big moment has arrived. Are you ready? So we will proceed to recognize the graduates who are with us here in person. I would like to introduce Associate Dean Wes Burkhardt to lead the recognition of the graduates.
Good afternoon. Graduates will now be recognized individually, but first we need to take care of some all-school recognition awards. When I announce these awardees, please stand and be recognized. The Eschbach Award, established in 1948 by the first graduating class of what was then the Technological Institute, and named in honor of the first dean of the Institute, is awarded for overall excellence in scholarship and leadership. Both students and faculty must have named the recipient as the graduate who most closely typifies the ideal engineering student. The 2024 Ovid W. Eschbach Award recipient is Julian Roche. Julian. The McCormick Alumni Award is made to the graduating senior who has demonstrated outstanding service to the McCormick School of Engineering, Northwestern University, and the community, and who also has worthy scholastic achievement. The 2024 McCormick Alumni Award recipient is Ting Ting Lee. The Harold B. Gaddis Undergraduate Research Award, named in honor of the third dean of the Technological Institute, is made to the senior who presents the best research paper in a competition conducted by the McCormick Student Advisory Board. The 2024 Harold B. Gaddis Award winner is Liam Warlick. The Co-op of the Year, determined by a committee of alumni and advisory council members, is awarded for outstanding achievements on the job and in the classroom. Candidates must be nominated by their employer. The 2024 Co-op of the Year recipient is Ian Alexander. And now we will begin the recognition of our graduates. Will the first two rows of graduates please begin to approach the stage? Graduates will be recognized individually and congratulated by their department chair or program director. We have a photographer on hand as each student is recognized. Now we will begin with a recognition of our graduates.
The first group of graduates have pursued degrees in applied mathematics. They will be greeted on stage by Professor Herman Rieke, Chair of the Engineering Sciences and Applied Mathematics Department. Tej Bari. Til Koilato. Ria D'Souza. Adam Goken. Derek Guo. Brooke Lieber. Olga Lev-Kydrovska. Carol Leo. Max Rogel. Cindy Vong. The next group of graduates have pursued degrees in biomedical engineering. They will be greeted on stage by Professor Matthew Tresh, Chair of the Biomedical Engineering Department. Aniket Ahuja. Ian Alexander. Yazid Al-Raugi. Jack Anderson. Elizabeth Campisi. Alexis Chan. Shyam Chandra. Maria Harisi. Maya Charla. John Chen. Brandon Chu. Priya Dave. Malva Cornwall Moores de Boer. Julia Dembski. Gabriela Zena Dashobi. Elise de Schrijver. Rochelle Dubison. Vinay Durbakula. Samir Faruqi. Charlotte Glanville. Joel Go. Anika Gupta. Iva Hammett. Emilia Hoyel. June Hooper. Elijah Huang. Brandon Quinn. Hong Win. Atheria Iyer. Nathan Jeremy. Daehan Jung, also receiving a Master's of Science in Biomedical Engineering today. Orion Jusuf, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering today. Annika Kara. Cameron Kenny. Khadija Kokumo. Andrew Lazarus. Annika Lee. Luca Lee. Sungju Lee. Ting Ting Lee. Serena Liu. Claudia Maldonado. Stephanie Menez. Luke McGorry. Jorge Melendez. Durrell Menendi. Gabby Min. Anushka Nair. Alexis Nardicchio. Caitlin Mei Ling Win. Maya Pandya. Ashna Patel. Lucy Peterson. Peter Podobinski. Emma Renz. Brianna Reyna. Lindsay Carmen Chazelle. Zania Schmitz. Jonah Schwartz Mullins. Christina Shi. Aiden Smyers. Gemily Wong. Cody Watson. Christopher Woodard. Kelly Wu. Ben Zeidler. Isabel Zhang. The next group of graduates have pursued degrees in chemical engineering. They will be greeted on stage by Professor Justin Notstein, Chair of the Chemical and Biological Engineering Department. Kwaku Adonteng. Zainab Bashish. Cade Boggett. Justin Chang. Ava Dainke. Madeline Farr. Regina Fernandez Ganem. Will Gano. Sam Gosel. Anna Graytek. Natalia Gutierrez Rodriguez. Jesus Hernandez. Tomomi Kawaguchi. Daniel Kim. Ethan Lane, also receiving a Master's of Science in Chemical Engineering today. Liang Jushen, also receiving a Master's of Science in Chemical Engineering. Connor Moore. Aiden O'Neill. Andrew Opal, also receiving a Master's of Science in Chemical and Biological Engineering. John Osjan. Jasmine Reef. Elias Rivera Vasquez, also receiving a Master's in Science in Chemical and Biological Engineering. Stella Ryu. Maria Shasharina. Ula Slorer. Adam Suh. Tanner Thomas. Claire Thrackmorton. John Wong. The next group of graduates have pursued degrees in civil engineering. They are greeted on stage by Professor Kimberly Gray, Chair of the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. Jake Arthurs. Noura Barami. Ashley Burson. Anna Sao. Oscar Manuel Gonzalez Santana, also receiving a Master's of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Andy Granith. Emma Johnson. Joshua Lane. Destiny Lara. Hajara Malik. William Marchetta. Cameron Moore. Nasser Andoahi, also receiving a Master's in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Liam O'Malley, also receiving a Master's of Science in Civil Engineering. Peter Pinder. Hunter Renner. Polen Tun. Alonzo Williams. Griffin York. The next group of graduates have pursued degrees in computer engineering. They are joined on stage by Professor Randy Berry, Chair of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Marisabel Aguilar. Harris Baramovich, also receiving a Master's in Computer Engineering. Jackson Froelich Bremen. Patrick Churchala. Angela Davis, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Jackie Ellenberg. Mayawel Sitali. Youssef Yasser Ibrahim. James Liu. Also receiving a Master's in Science in Electrical Engineering. Claire Liu, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Engineering. George Musa, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ibu Bechukwu Imoseme Okonji. Ryan Phillip. Eddie Rivera. Adi Dev Sanji. Jürgen Tizja, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Engineering. Andre Tsai, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Evan Waite, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Yibo Wen. Kevin Zhu, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Engineering. Our next group of graduates have pursued degrees in computer science. They will be greeted on stage by Professor Samir Kuhler, Chair of the Computer Science Department. Cesar Adez. Yash Agarwal. Ugona Akali. Nana Yao Akia. Josiah Arroyo. Nuramir Babanov. Apsara Balamurugan. Julian Baldwin, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Zachary Becker. Harry Bambat Benyaila, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ifigeni Maria Berra. Eleftheria Beres. Vatsal Bhargava. Gabriel Bider. Zarif Caesar, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ethan Chan. Kobe Chamba. Larina Chen. Sean Chen, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Cameron Churchwell. Elizabeth Coe. Jack Denzer. Felipe de Montas. Winston Ding. Harita Dagarala. Elena Fabian. Blake Frank. Timothy Fu. Julia Ganji. Shabhanshi Gaudani, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Michael Gavrinsea, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Mauro Herrera. Patrick Kieran Hoey. Zach Huang. Nabil Husseini. Sangdao Inthawong, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Liam Jackson. Kaylin Grigori. Alexander Kang. Callie Katz. Hee-sung Kim. Isaac Kim. Min Jae Kim. Emily Kohlberg, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Connor Kotwasinski, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Richard Lamb, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Scott Ledyard. Andrew Lee. Keen Liu. Joshua Mahabir. Jacob Marcus. Henry Michelson. Alex Milichinsky, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Isaac Miller, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Alex Modugno. Jesus Montero. Cole Morcup. Eric Mbugwa Mungai, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Engineering. Panache Marira. Turgal Mayan Gabaryar, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Dylan Nair. Alfonso Samir Napoles. Ryan Newkirk, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Tobena David Nwangu. Melissa Ozduyuran. Amer Oskaya. Sean Park. Andrew James Pulver. Aria Pori. Alina Ravat. Rodney Reichert, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Eli Richmond. Fernando Rosell. Spencer Rothfleisch. Kevin Rueda. John Sanchez. Stephen Savis. Avery Schwartz. Alanis Sankis. Vikram Srikishan, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Kevin Sue. Karthik Subramanian, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ray Young Tan. Alex Tong. Nicole Taylor. Aaliyah Tenner. Lillian Torres. Hayden Ufberg. Sahana Vondear. David Wong, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Hong Wang. Frank Wong, also receiving a Bachelor's in Music. Michael Wong. Max Ward. Garrett Weil. Isaac Winoto. Nicole Lynn Wojcik. Nick Yadav. Dan Yang, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Frank Yang. Zihan Yin, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Derek Yu, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Selena Zhao. Daniel Zhao, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Angela Zhang. Andrew Zhuang. Benjamin Zitsuitz. Lucas Zerbukin. The next group of graduates have pursued degrees in electrical engineering. They will be greeted on stage by Professor Randy Berry, Chair of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Alan Beckwith. Leo Brett. Tommy Chukazian. Kevin Considine, also receiving a Master's of Science in Electrical Engineering. Matthew Flays. Asha Hassan. Christian Hernandez. Alex Huggins. Kirthan Nicholas Lathrop. Joshua Linero. Eric McDougall. Noah Milan. Oh Juin Chuen, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Engineering. Sophia Perilonia. Vincent Pintosi. Michael Richards, also receiving a Master's of Science in Electrical Engineering. Louis Wong, also receiving a Master's of Science in Materials Science and Engineering. Shelly Schuart. Our next group of graduates have pursued degrees in environmental engineering. They are greeted on stage by Professor Kimberly Gray, Chair of the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. Meg Anderson. Kendall Evans. Vianney Guadian. Anna Gigi. Madison Polinsky, also receiving a Master's of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Evan Popat. Marcos Sanchez. Kayla Shen, also receiving a Master's of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Justin Spitz. Our next group of students have pursued degrees in industrial engineering. I should say our next group of graduates. They are greeted on stage by Professor Simge Kuchukyevus, Chair of the Industrial Engineering and Management Sciences Department. Shilpi Agarwal. Juan Argudo. Julia Azevedo. Michael Braun. Jaime Burstein. Cheryl Chen. Christina Chen. Hamza Chishti. Rafael Jose Silva Coelho. Luigi de Lima. Gabriel Drayton. Rufina Everett. Sarah Fazio. Talia Gadd. Jacob Grimm. Grant Galatas. Mert Guleski. Reed Guts. Jason Hong. Spencer Bryce Huey. Philip Karpinski. Jenna Kim. Amanda Jewel Cosman. Jessica Lannon. Nathan LaSalle. Annika La. Ethan Lee. Nicholas Lee. Sang Hyok Garrett Lee. Yane Lee. Evan Lee. Elena Yaguno Cantu. Eric Losa Corona. Mark McGoodwin. Luke Matthew. Mehmet Ali. Leo Mentado. Katie Meston Ward. Mika Ing. Kim Wynn. Natalie Susan Norquist. Ola Wakoyensola Okubaejo. Dawson Wren. Marcos Rios. Alex Romanenko, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Gunesh Sarcel. Pablo Schnell. Max Shapiro. Victoria Shi. Albert Song. Alexander Span. Justin Speaker. Charlie Tanis. Sid Taneja. Diego Torres. Carlos Vasquez Arbizu. Katie Weil. Molly Whalen. Nicole Wijaya, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ben Rather. Our next group of graduates have pursued a degree in manufacturing and design engineering. They are greeted on stage by Professor David Gatchell, Design Education Lead of the Siegel Design Institute. Jasmine Ali Diaz. Pratham Bansal. Claire Bonadio. Alicia Cabrera Elias. Ben Cox. Jake Gallardo. Kira Gopinath. Catherine Hancock. Ga Siyachu. Emma Jackson. Joshua Jung. Kevin James Casper. Annie Kim. Phoebe Kim. Ben Langfer, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Xander Muller. Lila Slattery. Jenny Wong. Gabriella Williams. Our next group of graduates have pursued degrees in materials science and engineering. They are greeted on stage by Professor Mark Hersom, Chair of the Materials Science and Engineering Department. Ryan Asali. Erin Catherine Bryan, also receiving a Master's of Science in Materials Science and Engineering. Natani Castillo. Giuliano Davoglio Estradiotto. Serafina France Tribe. Daniel Guo. Benjamin Loughton. Nadia Mohammed Zamri. Arda Osmani. Joshua Jaehyung Park. Akin Sen Vardarli. Dana Doherty Stanecki. Ben Tallman, also receiving a Master's of Science in Materials Science and Engineering. Daphne Tsai. Liam Warlick. David Yu. Ethan Zimmerman. Our next group of graduates have pursued degrees in mechanical engineering. They are greeted on stage by Professor Wei Chen, Chair of the Mechanical Engineering Department. Juliet Ablaza. Lucy Amon. Lauren Ashby. Chirag Bachani. Marco Buric, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Garrett Blum. Luke Carlson. Yuk Yi Chan. Lawrence Chang, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Kevin Chen. Charles Cheng, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Tristan Chu Fai Kwong Chung, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. God's Gift Chakuti. Penelope De La Torre. Noah Irby. Cairo Flamer Caldera. Margaret Gao. Sparsh Gautam, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. Ian Go. Bradley Getty. Isabella Gonzalez Portillo. Emily Gordon. Miles Gould. Samuel Hodge. Thomas Hoos, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Aaron Huang, also receiving a Master's of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Marina Pinheiro Hutzler, also receiving a Bachelor's of Science in Applied Mathematics. Yash Jaiswal. Chris Jung, also receiving a BM in Piano Performance. Yanni Kekriotis. Huma Zulfikar Khan. Kyle Kraus. Ayman Lamsahel. Justin Lau, also receiving a Bachelor's of Science in Manufacturing and Design Engineering. Samuel Laughlin. Adrian Lechuga Diaz. Christopher Lee, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Tommy Lee, also receiving a Master's of Science in Computer Science. William Lopez Wortman. Owen Lubin. Megan McAfee. Leonardo Malavet. Anya Malhotra. Alexander Paul Mark Steen. Jaden Dante McCarroll. Max McCune. James Kenneth Mamishi. Isabella Menendez. Kevin Monjarez, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Jose Manuel Muniz. Lauren Nakatsu. Kit H. Ng. Matthias Nobles. Robert Pardo. Tej Patel. Jack Peckham. Luke Prairie. Derek Ramos. Nick Rao. Julian Francisco Roche. Nathan Rockefeller. Zach Rosenstadt. Nathan Salazar. Francesco Sanchez. Orly Schatz. Sophia Schiffer. Colin Schuster. Brianna Siegel. Anjali Shah. Ryan Shanker. Ian Shee, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Ian Shimundal. Adam Smith, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Emily Song. Maya Traub. Catherine Marguerite Van Meegum. Steph Vicarchi. Madalena Alvena. Sonia Voloboy. Kyler White. Zach White. Kevin Seka Widiat Mojo. Joshua Williams. Noah Yee. Oliver Ness Yoakum. Sarah Ji-Ching Young, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Winston Zhao, also receiving a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Let's please have one more round of applause for all of our graduates here today. And now, let me please welcome back Dean Schuh.
All right. I want to go again. Let's go again. All right, that concludes the recognition for the class of 2024. I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates once again. Today is a really important day in your lives. Your degree is a really significant accomplishment, and I can't wait to see where your skills and your competitive edge will take you next. Your careers may take you far from campus, very well might, but I hope you'll not be a stranger to Northwestern engineering. As alumni, you are now the source of our reputation. You are our face to the world. We want you to go out there and shine. We look forward to leveraging our collective strength in the future to make the broadest possible impact. Go show the world what a McCormick whole brain engineer can do. Now, before we leave today, I'd like to welcome in the troublemakers who are going to perform the Northwestern alma mater. Graduates, please stand for the alma mater and the recessional. I ask that guests remain in their seats until the recessional is complete.
we